just after a couple weeks of camp, seeing what you've seen, how do you feel like you've kind of achieved that or accomplished that with this particular team?
Yeah, I think I'm excited about our ability to shoot the ball. I think it's extremely important. I would just say I'm excited about our all-around kind of skill set versatility. I think we got a lot of players who can dribble, pass, shoot, defend. So I think we've got players with multiple skill sets, but shooting's certainly an important part of the equation, and I've liked what I've seen so far.
Can you hear? There we go.
Yeah.
So these latest developments with Whitcomb acquiring Bibby, Makani still not being here. I'm not sure if Brochant's here or not, but can you just kind of go over where you think you are right now as you go into settling the final roster?
Yeah, I think we're close. Couple more decisions. Final roster's got to be made tomorrow. So between the final roster and a couple development spots, we've got a few more things to come, but we're close. Monique is finishing up her season in France, so she'll be late to the season. Elena Pueyo, same thing. And then obviously Sammy's injuries, tough pill to swallow, but glad it's not worse. If we all know Sammy, she's going to attack that rehab harder than anyone I'm familiar with. So I really like our depth. I think we'll be all right, and we'll be able to stay afloat while Sammy's out. And yeah, Chloe was a trade we made today, just to, bring in a body that we've had an eye on for a while, and seemed like the right time to kind of make that move.
That's fine. I'll hold it a little bit. Go ahead, Ian. Just talk up. All right. I'm sure you've seen the trend with former NBA assistants becoming WNBA head coaches, and with you being a part of that Warriors team almost a decade ago now. How much of a stylistic change have you seen the W grow in terms of what they're taking from the NBA in terms of style of play, and specifically how you want this team to play?
Yeah, I think that the thing I love about this league is it's always evolving. There's coaches from all different paths. There's coaches that have coached in college. There's coaches that have coached in the NBA. There's coaches that have been in the W for a long, long time. International coaches. So I think that one of the fun things about this league is everyone has their own style. It's kind of a melting pot of ideas that you can take from different places. And so I've seen some of the NBA assistants coming over. They're implementing some of their things, but I don't think that it's like a wave taking over the league or anything. They're playing a certain way, and like I said, we've got coaches from all over the place, and it's a really fun time in the league because of that.
Hi. In the recently released GM survey, Satu's move or departure was named one of the most surprising of the offseason. I just wanted to get your reaction to that and any overall takeaways you had from the GM survey.
Yeah, I didn't read the results of the GM survey in depth, but certainly like the off season was extremely condensed, and I've told a few people this, like not only were players, teams, agents making decisions at a quicker pace and in a more condensed period than they've ever had to do before, but the implications of those decisions were bigger than they've ever been before because of the new CBA. So every team, every player made decisions that they think put themselves in the best position moving forward, us included.
Nick, we've talked over the last handful of weeks about the continuity part and then having the proof of concept from last season. You had some changes, but you do bring back a lot of continuity going into this season. I know the goal was to get to the finals last season. You all did that, but expectation-wise, is that the same thing that you all have kind of internally when you're looking at this season and kind of deciding what is success for you all and what maybe won't be that?
Yeah. Make no mistake about it, like the goal in this organization is to win at the highest level year in and year out. I'm not going to put a cap or a specific expectation on it. I think that's unfair to the group. But if we can stack good days on top of good days that lead to good months on top of good months, that's what we were able to do last year. We defied some expectations and had a really good year. So I hope that we can do the same this year. But I'm not going to put a specific prediction on it or a specific expectation. Each year, each team takes on a life of its own, and we just need to make good decisions and put in good work every day, and it'll lead us to the right place eventually.
And Nick. How are you?
Good, how are you?
So this is year 30 for the Mercury. You're one of 3 original WNBA teams, along with the Los Angeles Sparks and the New York Liberty, to stand that test of time. So what can you say about what has helped this organization just weather so many storms over 30 seasons? And it almost didn't happen because of the negotiations that were precarious throughout the 7-month stretch heading into this month.
It's so cool to be a part of this league in its 30th year, and then not to mention this organization, who is one of the original teams. It's a huge point of pride for me. I remember sitting on my living room floor watching the first Mercury game and having another Phoenix basketball team to cheer for and get excited about. So I think it's super appropriate that we're in the 30th year coming off of this historic CBA where the players are getting everything they deserve. The business is in a great place. And there's nothing cooler than being one of the 3 teams that were in it from the beginning. I think our fans, the ownership here over the years, deserve a ton of credit for keeping this thing alive and keeping it here in Phoenix. And I'm lucky to be a part of it now in its 30th year.
It's good to see you. It's Aya
Good to see you
Abdeen
too.
for the podium finish. So when it comes to bringing in different types of talent from overseas, such as Kara Linskins, Valu Ayayi, and especially knowing Brochant, both from France, how do you look into evaluating each of the players from overseas, and especially like the scouting team as well?
Yeah, our front office group deserves a ton of credit. They do a great job. Fleur McIntyre, assistant general manager, Preston Fawcett, Jillian Dunstan. It's a year-long pursuit. We're following leagues from all corners of the world. It usually starts from a statistical perspective, and then we kind of check out players who intrigue us on film. So it's partly their individual talent, it's partly the experiences they've had and the big games they've played in, and then a huge part of it is how we think they fit into our team's identity and the players we have here. So we're really excited about the additions you mentioned.
Thank you.
Yep.
One of the common denominators from players we talk to throughout camp has been every time we ask them, like, what's it mean to be part of the Mercury, they say it's about the people and the people here and how they're treated. What does that mean just for you to hear?
It's, I said this earlier today, that's my singular most proud thing from being a general manager here, is the quality of people we have in our building. I can confidently say that there's no other place that has the expertise we have and the care factor and the quality of humans we have. And we have our owner to thank for the resources to go put those people in those places. But the from top to bottom, from Nate all the way down to, the lowest levels of our staff, there's a humongous care factor. They care about people. They put others before themselves. They go the extra mile every single day. We all love coming to work with one another, and I think that all translates into success on the court as well. So not only do I want to create an environment where people love coming to work and love seeing their coworkers, but I think it's really a strategic advantage as well, and it's something that is music to my ears, that other people within our organization say it and project that, but it's something you can feel, and it's something I'm really proud of.
Last question, Stephen.
Nick, I know roster cutdown date is tomorrow, but just kind of looking at where your roster is now, I know you have your 2 players that you drafted. Are those players who will be designated to the developmental slots, or do you have another way of kind of going about that and still having free reign with those 2 slots?
Yeah, those players will stay in Europe this year, so they won't be with us this season. We've got a couple more decisions to make before tomorrow in terms of developmental spots, the very end of the roster, but I think we're close. One of the things I've really liked about our offseason is we've got a ton of flexibility. So you saw the number of bodies we brought into camp. We're just trying to get a look at as many people as we can and find some success on the margins. So I'm really excited about sort of the maneuverability and flexibility and space we have going into the season. We got a couple more decisions to make, but I'm happy with where we're at.
We'll end with any closing remarks from Nick.
Thanks for being here. It's I love working with y'all. I'm excited for the year. We appreciate your coverage over the last year. I think that this league continues to grow, and the reason that we were able to come to a new CBA and this league's able to have success is because fans love watching, and they can follow our team and follow this league because of the work you all do. So I appreciate it. I hope everyone recognizes it, but I'm thankful for everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.